Hey guys, it's Ron Bass with another edition of the Ron Bass Show.
Woo!
Your source for inspiration, encouragement, motivation, humor.
They can't hear you. Put your mic on.
Put my mic on. This is what happens when you get old. You forget everything. Okay, Mr. Brent Atterbury,
Nice
Mr.
to meet
Executive
you.
Producer,
Nice to see you.
Mr. Comedian,
Mr.
Producer.
Okay.
Speaking of producer, I was watching Howard Stern. You know, he's big hoop-de-doo about how he's been fired or let go or whatever, lost his contract. Now he's going to come back with something big and more beautiful and this and that or whatever.
Sure he is.
He's got all the money in the world. He can do it. He can do anything. He doesn't need anybody.
He's very creative.
Very creative, very smart, very rich. And I say to myself, all the critics, it's like, man, this guy, he's already made it. It's like, but everybody loves to be Everybody loves to be a critic, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so much for all that. I'm the conductor, and the world is my audience. I was thinking about that the other day.
I'm the conductor. You mean not trained conductor?
No. I'm the conductor, and the world is my audience.
It's the orchestra?
Yeah, so think about that, guys. When I say that, it's very deep if you think about what I just said, because you are the master of your journey. You are the captain of your own ship, right? Same idea. So when you get motivated and you got an idea and you want to run with something, hey man, you can make anything happen. Now, I don't know how far that happening goes. Maybe it doesn't go very far, but you can always initiate anything and give it a shot. What's the old saying? If you throw enough mud against the wall, something has to stick.
I think it's sooner or later it's going to stick.
Something will.
Yes.
So my thinking my whole life has always been, hey, if you're ambitious and you like to try different things, go for that, because you may go through 100. What's with the Thomas Edison thing? How many times did he try to get the light bulb to work? Thousands of times.
Yeah.
Because the filament in the bulb was the whole idea that the electricity would allow it to stay lit, right? It was electricity. And that was like when electricity was just being started, like 150 years ago. And he had to go through a gazillion different elements or filaments, whatever you want to call it, before finally one worked.
Mm-hmm.
And the rest is history. But he didn't give up. What if he would have gave up? Think about that. What if he would have gave up?
It would have been the old saying, the light is on, but nobody's home.
Oh, gosh. You're getting funnier by the week, by the day. At any rate, I just thought I'd throw that out there, guys. I've been inspired lately going to the gym, and it seems like every time I go to the gym lately, I've been posting something very philosophical. I don't know what it is, but when you're working out, somehow your brain is like on overtime, and your creativity is just greater. So yesterday I posted something along the lines of saying, hey, my old coach used to say to me, a fighter fights, and you have to face your fears, or you would become a prisoner in your own mind for the rest of your life. And a lot of people were responding to that. Because it hit home. It's like, you can't just go through life putting your head in the sand. We talked about that the other day. You have to hit things head on. I don't care what it is. If you're not happy with your spouse or your boss or your self, you have to find out what the heck's going on and find some solutions, guys. Don't kick the can down the road. Figure it out. And if you can't figure it out right away, keep trying to figure it out. Keep working at it, keep working at it, keep working at it. I just like to throw these things out there because sometimes I think people that are in the motivational business, which we're not in the business, we're just a couple of guys that have been around a while that enjoy learning and sharing what we've learned with people that want to listen, right? Not everybody wants to hear what we talk about. Brent and I were talking about doing a different podcast maybe down the road. It's on my goal list. It's like a Joe Rogan style podcast where it's more entertainment.
On top of what you do now.
Yeah, on top of what we do. We're never going to quit doing this. But being that we're doing podcasts and we're learning more about how to make a podcast work, the ups and downs and all arounds, we've been discussing maybe doing a different kind of podcast eventually as a second podcast that will draw a whole different audience because it's going to be more fun and entertainment and comedy and and interesting people that we're going to interview and their stories, and you get the idea. So I say all that to say this. If you've got an idea, guys, go for it. You got nothing to lose. Okay, so I got in the music business, 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Lost a fortune, but I learned a lot. And I keep studying the business more and more. And every time I pick up a new article or read a new article, it's like, wow, that's cool. That's different. I didn't realize that this or that. And so lately what I've been seeing a lot of on TikTok is a lot of artists really, really struggling to try to make money. Right? I mean, I could write a book about that. And there's so many different reasons why. And then the record labels get involved, and then the managers get involved. And then this one lady last night was talking about, hey, man, I'm trying to go on a tour. She said, good luck with that. I had 12 shows booked on the East Coast. She said, it's hard enough to get the venue to let you come in and play. Then you have to sell the tickets. Then if you don't sell enough tickets, you have to pay the club back. Because they're looking to make money. They don't care about your talent, right, or your goals. They care about making money selling liquor. And then on top of that, you're traveling, so you have to find a place to stay. Now you've got a band with you. You got to put them up too, and you begin to get the idea. The odds of making money are just like zero, but yet these artists keep on keeping on, and I admire that ambition. I admire that respect that they have for themselves to not want to give up. I admire their tenacity. And so it all comes around full circle to what I'm getting ready to say next. I saw another TikTok guy came on last night. He says, hey man, I'm getting away from the traditional way of doing it. I'm not going on streamers anymore. He said, I don't go on Apple. I don't go on Spotify. I'm not, because you only make up 0.03% per stream, basically. 0.3% per stream. So you could have a million streams and you're going to make like $3,000, and the odds of getting a million streams are like almost zero. At any rate, he's gone to a whole different style. He's selling his music. It's like I looked it up today. It's like looks like a card. So it's like a digital card. And so you buy the card. Basically, you're buying an album, but it's just in a different format. And then the consumer puts it to the phone. What do you call that? Like there's a name for that.
AirPlay, or no?
Well, you attach it to the phone.
Oh.
And then it downloads it digitally to the phone.
Okay.
And you can play the music whenever you want. So it's basically
it's
a digital
AirDrop. Okay.
Yeah, something like it's basically a digital download, but it's a physical item that you purchase. You're attracting flies in my studio.
Must be the new cologne I'm wearing.
Must be the new cologne. I don't know if I would say that's a positive thing to be attracting flies, but just saying. At any rate, so you attach this card, chip, whatever it is, to the phone, but you have ownership of the music that way, right?
Yeah.
Versus paying a subscription fee to Spotify or Apple, which is how they're making all their. That's that new industry that came along with technology. It's changed the whole music game, right? Mm-hmm. Guys, I'm just saying all this to let you know that you have to adjust as you go. Like being in the music business, I'm not giving up. I'm going to have to adjust, reinvent myself, figure out a different way to make it work financially so that I can stay in that business, right? And at the same time, to be able to help artists. So last comment about this digital music. So they're selling, basically it's an album. It's just instead of like a vinyl album, it's a card. And it's very innovative that they're doing this. And I don't know how much they're selling it for, but they're getting away from all the streaming, which is what most musicians today are relying on, to get their music out there, and B, to make a profit. So he's going on Instagram and YouTube with snippets of his album so people can hear it, to be motivated to hopefully go on his website and buy the album in this new digital format. Other people said, well, you could just buy it digitally. Well, it's different because this is a physical piece, so you feel more like an owner of something. And I applaud this guy. I think it's great because I have not heard anybody else offer this until yesterday. So I'm going to investigate this a little bit more and try to get on top of that game. So if I do come across an artist that I want to invest in, I think that's the way we're going to go versus relying on streaming, which I think I'd mentioned to the audience the last time. Like in 3 years, we've only earned a total of $300 on streaming. We have over 600 songs that are on Spotify. Think about that, with over 15 artists. That's crazy. So I'm going to investigate this new idea more and more. Okay, now, along the lines of music, I have a new gentleman that came into my office the other day, new artist, wanting to be a country artist. He's a young guy. And he came in and he was really gung-ho, 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 want to do this, want to do that, blah, blah, blah. So I set up a second meeting with him. And when he came in, I noticed that he was a little bit not as ambitious. And we got to talking and he says, well, I don't really like the idea of you taking a picture of me without my approval. And I thought, oh my goodness gracious. He doesn't get it. He's very thin-skinned, obviously. And I said, okay, I understand. And then he says, well, I'm going to need a couple months to kind of get better at my craft here, because I said, hey, man, I'm only running with what you told me. You told me you wanted to be a full-time artist. And I explained to you this is going to take years to accomplish, not an overnight gig. But there's certain things we got to do along the way if you want to get there. And one of the things you got to do is be able to at least have an hour's worth of covers that you can play and sing. And he says, yeah, I'm going to have to work on that. And I thought, oh, my goodness. I said, hey, man, when you're more comfortable and you're more ready, you come back and see me. It's like, do they think that they're doing me a favor? It's like got to be a 50-50 deal, guys. So when you're working with somebody in a business or in a friendship or a marriage or whatever it is, remember it's 50-50. You both have to give a little bit if you're going to have a successful conclusion. So I'm only using the music business as a way to give you an example of what I'm trying to get at here. In life in general, it's never going to be 100% either way. Everybody's got to give and take some, and that's just the way it's got to be to make things work. Okay, some medical stuff, some positive stuff in the medical field. We talked last week about the spine, right? That they're in Tel Aviv. They're going to be doing they're going to be doing trials. Yeah. Where they're going to be able to replace the spine and hopefully paralyzed people can walk in. Cancer, they think they've come up with some new vaccines now that might either eradicate cancer or at least kill off certain kinds of cancers. So I was reading this new article now about joint pain, which I've got, and I'm getting injections. And they're coming up now where they think there's a whole new way of treating joint pain, to where they've got these injections that might actually regrow the cartilage. And I'm not talking about stem cell. This is like a whole different kind of a gig. If that happens, there won't be any need for knee replacement. There won't be any need for stem cell. There won't be any need for arthritis treatment. And man, wouldn't that be great for old people particularly, right? But even young people have issues. People that have injuries, people that that run a lot, people that do a lot of sport. It's easy to get your knees screwed up. It's not just about old age.
Maybe it's something like super glue or duct tape, because duct tape fixes everything.
That's funny. All right. Okay. Addiction. I know we talk about it all the time, right? But so I know somebody that has been doing drugs for most of their adult life. This person's in his 40s. Recently, he was jailed for having a controlled substance. He was driving and pulled over, went to jail, and now he has to call in every day to see if they want him to drug test. So it's random. And I say to myself, is that going to keep him sober? Because there's all kinds of ways to try to beat the system, but I've been studying that lately too. Like somebody will get somebody else's urine as an example, but now they've got the technology where they know the temperatures. So they know it. If you come in with it, it's not going to. Go ahead. You were going to say something.
I was just going to say that almost sounds like a recipe for failure. I mean,
yeah, good point.
Some of these people aren't really good at returning phone calls, or maybe might get a voicemail and forget to call back. I mean, every single day I get random drug testing.
You have to call in every day.
That's
crazy, isn't it?
I mean, when you don't call in, is that a violation of your parole and you go to jail again?
Yes.
So
if you test dirty, you go back to jail too.
Well, that I get.
Yeah.
But
there's and so this person thinks he's going to beat the system because there's cleansers there's all different ways to try. But the technology now, I've been studying it, is so up to speed that you can't beat the system.
He's not going to beat the system.
No, and they're going to find it, and you're going to go back to jail. So the only thing I can tell people out there that are struggling with addiction is to keep struggling and don't give up. as I've told you many times, I went through years and years of addiction myself, and it was very difficult. Whether it was drugs, whether it was smoking, which is nicotine's a drug too, right? It's not easy, guys, but if you don't give up addiction, you're going to spend the rest of your life in a deep hole. I don't know anybody who's an addict that doesn't struggle. Personally, emotionally, psychologically, financially, physically. It's just the way it is. It's the consequences for addiction. You can kid yourself all you want, but I'm telling you, I know from experience myself, I know from firsthand knowledge on a daily basis with friends and family and employees, it's bad news. You have to go through the struggle to get rid of it. I don't care how hard it is, and it will get easier. I'm not saying it's like easy. It's very difficult. That's why most people don't kick addiction. But it is doable. And the consequences of not quitting are a million times worse pain and struggle than the struggle you're going to go through to quit. So quit it. Go to the gym. Get around some good people. Go to church. Get a psychologist. Get a psychiatrist. I don't care what you got to do. Just give it up. And you're going to thank me later. I promise you. Okay. I'll shut up and I will let you tell us some breaking news.
Oh, wow. So have you ever done anything crazy?
Oh, not me. Heck yeah, many times. What's up?
Well, there's this guy in Idaho that...
Oh, before you say any more, you know where the name came from? Idaho?
A woman that is a woman of the night.
No, it came from Idaho. It was a saying.
Oh.
And they turned it into a state. But go ahead.
Okay.
Crazy? I know. I'm silly.
So, this guy in Idaho got these wet sponges, and he took 96 hits to the face.
What?
With wet sponges in a single minute, recapturing the Guinness World Record title in the process. So, why do people do these things, and why would you want to do that, and why would you want your name even associated with that in the Guinness? I guess to get into the book, you find things that are maybe doable or anybody could do.
Yeah.
But if you think about it, 96 wet sponges to the face, you got to have a lot of people throwing them at you, because that's like 60 seconds. That's
quick.
Like almost like 1.5 sponges.
I wonder how they verify
second.
These things, by the way.
I don't know. I think they video, and they think they have witnesses
With
there to
AI,
sign.
though,
and
who knows what's real and what isn't anymore.
Yeah. So they've got a video of it happening. I don't know if you want to see it.
Wow.
Anyway, also today, and this ties in with all of the podcasts you do, but specifically for September, is Self-Improvement Month.
We like that.
Yep. I thought you'd like that.
I do like that very much. Self-Improvement Month.
Yeah.
We'll have to talk about that next time.
Yeah. It's also National Piano Month, but it's not as exciting. But
there's some people that can play piano that I just can't understand how they can do what they do. You have to be born with some talent to be able to. Some of these people are like so young, and you watch them on TikTok. They're like, it's just unbelievable, and they're young.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. You got to practice every day, but on top of that, you've got to be born with something natural. I don't know, man, or God-given talent.
Yeah. Also, it's Friendship Month. It says reconnect with old friends, make new friends, see friends of all kinds regularly,
I like that.
and be kind to everyone you meet all throughout Friendship Month.
I like
so that happens in September. We just started September, so here we go.
September.
Here we go.
Like, let's see, how long we got to go before we're into fall? It's still summer until like September, 19th, 20th?
Depends on what part of the country you're in. Depends on how you feel. I mean, I know my wife's going to start decorating fall here pretty quick.
Like in the next few weeks?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Then it's fall. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, it's cooling off a little bit in the United States. I don't know about the rest of the world.
Yep.
We've got a lot of subscribers listening to us in Russia and in India and places around the world. So, hi, guys. Appreciate all your comments. They're always writing us and telling us nice things. And the last podcast, I noticed they sent some comments in about they were happy that we're on a regular basis, and they're always looking forward to seeing the podcast. And I appreciate that, guys. I appreciate that you're getting something out of it. That's really what I appreciate the most. I say all the time, to help one person's like to help the whole world. So the numbers aren't important to me. What's important to me is, are we reaching anybody that's getting some value? And if we can do that, then Brent and I are doing our job. That's how I look at it.
It's always good to be regular.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Brandon is dry humor.
Oh, we'll stop at the bathroom jokes.
This guy's something else over here. Okay. Well, is it time to close it out or what?
Hey.
Hay's for horses.
Hey. Ron, it's whenever you're feeling your mojo.
Okay. Well, guys, I guess we'll close it out with this. Here's the deal, Pickle. Here's the deal, Pickle. It all comes down to the same thing, man. You got to believe in yourself. And if you think people say that's selfish, I don't care. It's the bottom line. Everything emulates from you. And if you're not feeling good about yourself, you're not confident, you're not ambitious, you're not doing all the right things, morals, and having good morals and good ethics and treating people right, then other people aren't going to benefit. And life's really all about sharing. So get your life together, make that a priority, and when you screw up, don't beat yourself up. I have all my friends, so many friends that beat themselves. I said, don't beat yourself up. Compliment yourself. Be your own best cheerleader. And get back up and keep trying. Do never, ever, ever, ever give up, man. And eventually, if you don't, those stars are going to line up. That's what we say all the time, right? So until that time comes, and even after that time comes, keep your chin up, keep your head up, and always stay positive.